A poor slave spent his entire life digging in the mines, and finally, he unearthed a priceless blue gem. Hoping to trade it with the king for just a bowl of rice, he was instead ruthlessly killed by the guards. A young boy witnessed the cruelty, how human life was treated like dirt, and he couldn't take it anymore. The boy snatched the gem from the guards and sprinted to the highest point he could find. There, he raised his arms and drew a symbol of freedom in the air. The oppressed slaves saw this spark of hope, and one by one raised their arms in solidarity. That spark grew into a roaring fire of resistance. The brave boy leading the charge, named Harut, was quickly captured and dragged to the execution ground to be made an example of. Even in the face of death, Harut showed no fear. He raised his hands high, hoping his sacrifice would awaken the hearts of the people. Just as the executioner's axe was about to fall, a flash of lightning struck. A mysterious power transported him into a cave. There, the ancient wizard Shazam, a silent guardian of Earth, had been moved by Harut's courage. He decided to grant the boy the powers of the Egyptian gods to help overthrow the tyrant king. With the now iconic shout of a magic word, lightning engulfed Harut, and he was transformed into a powerful being. With divine strength, Harut led the rebellion and fought fiercely. But while he was away, the king struck back by slaughtering his family. When Harut returned, it was already too late. To save his dying father, Harut passed on his powers by guiding him to speak the magic word, transforming his father into a champion. Harut, now powerless, was murdered by the king's assassins. Consumed by grief and rage after witnessing his son's brutal death, the father's powers began to change. Corrupted by vengeance, he transformed into a darker, more violent force. Black Adam was born. The king, obsessed with dark magic, refused to surrender. He commanded his craftsmen to use Eternium, the rare material mined by slaves, to forge the crown of Kahndaq. With it, he believed he could summon ancient demons and rule the world. But as a servant was about to offer the crown in ritual, a bolt of lightning struck, instantly turning him to ash. The king's dream of becoming a god was shattered in the firestorm of Black Adam's fury. Terrified, the king begged for mercy, but Black Adam, blinded by vengeance, showed none. He unleashed his full power, destroying the evil palace and everyone inside. His violent actions, however, defied the purpose of the Wizard Council, who had chosen champions to protect, not destroy. They declared Black Adam unworthy of godly power and sought to punish him. A fierce battle erupted between them, lasting 3 days and nights. But the council was no match for Black Adam. In the end, the oldest and wisest of the wizards sacrificed all his strength to seal Black Adam deep underground, locking him away from the world. The Kahndaq crown was lost, disappearing into legend. 5,000 years passed. A team of archaeologists arrived at the ruins of the once great kingdom of Kahndaq. Inscriptions warned of a sleeping hero corrupted by hate, never to be awakened. But the group wasn't looking for him. Their goal was to find the crown of Kahndaq. They soon discovered it, hovering between two massive stones. A determined doctor climbed up and snatched the crown. But before she could celebrate, armed mercenaries stormed in and took her brother hostage, demanding she surrender the crown. Left with no choice, the doctor complied. Given a chance to say final words, she secretly recited an ancient incantation from a nearby stone. Suddenly, lightning roared down from the heavens, incinerating the mercenaries and awakening Black Adam from his centuries-long slumber. Despite sensing their ill intentions, Black Adam let one brave soul approach. The man tried to pull back Adam's cloak, but within moments, Black Adam grabbed him by the neck. As screams echoed, the man's body disintegrated in midair. The mercenaries, shocked, launched a full-scale attack, but against a being as powerful as a god, they were powerless. In a blink, Black Adam massacred the entire squad. As he was cutting through the enemy, the doctor grabbed the crown and tried to escape. A falling boulder nearly crushed her, but Black Adam saved her just in time. When she noticed he turned back to fight again, she shouted for her brother to flee. They rushed into a van, only to find themselves surrounded. Mercenary reinforcements arrived and fired a missile at Black Adam. As the smoke cleared, Black Adam stood unharmed. He vanished in a blur, appeared behind another helicopter, and hurled it into the others. Tanks fired armor-piercing rounds, but nothing worked. To Black Adam, these elite soldiers were mere ants. No matter how many weapons they brought, he crushed them all. Soon, only the doctor's van remained intact. Just as he approached the vehicle, a surviving mercenary fired a special missile crafted from Eternium. It exploded in Black Adam's gut, dealing serious damage. Enraged, he killed the attacker and collapsed into unconsciousness. When he awoke, the doctor had taken him to her home. Though 5,000 years had passed, Kahndaq was still not free. Her son pleaded for Black Adam to help fight their oppressors and liberate the people. But before he could act, the Justice Society took notice. They saw Black Adam as a threat, a rogue anti-hero, wielding godlike power, and launched a mission to capture him.